Well, some may know us as the home of Minnesota Nice, but for many mystery writers, it's a darker side of the land of 10,000 lakes that gets their creative juices really flowing. Acclaimed Twin Cities author CValen is a case in point. He's out with his latest thriller, The Black Minute, which is set in the river city of St. Paul, and it's our pleasure to welcome Christopher to the show today. Good to have you here.
It's great to be here. Thanks, Pat.
What's with Minnesota and these crime writers? You have Vince Flynn, Tammy Hogue, Patterson. Tell us about that. Why are you guys so creative here?
Well, I think part of it is some people say it's the weather and the fact that the long winters keep us indoors and in front of the computer, but I like to think it's more the thriving literary arts community that we have here in the Twin Cities. I saw recently that Minneapolis was ranked the most literate city in the country, and so we have a lot of readers, and I think that really helps the writers.
Well, and we have a lot happening too. We have just enough crime to make things interesting.
Yes, right.
I mean, it's fortunate and unfortunate, depending on the perspective. Take us inside The Black Minute. Give us a little snapshot into this story.
Well, it's a story really that involves the Hmong, who a lot of people don't know came from Laos as a result of the Vietnam War and had to resettle here. And it's interesting, I did a radio program just recently with someone in Texas, and they do not have a Hmong population there, and they really were unfamiliar with the whole backstory there, what brought them here. And my detective, St. Paul homicide detective John Santana, investigates the murder of a young Hmong girl whose body is found on Harriet Island.
And Santana is the second time that we see him in a book of yours.
Exactly.
First book was White Tombs.
Mm-hmm.
You choose this character and you have him go through the thread for what reason?
Well, my wife actually is from Colombia, and we've traveled there a lot of times, and Colombia is a very beautiful country. Unfortunately, when people think of Colombia, they oftentimes think of the cartels and the violence, which is certainly part of their history. But also, Colombia is a real mix of superstition and religion, and so I thought I could develop a unique character that I could bring to the readers with that background and a backstory about how he grew up in Colombia and how he became a St. Paul homicide detective.
I've always heard that good writers and successful writers write what they know. Your own background lends itself to this, not as a criminal, but obviously dealing with the criminal justice system, college professor and educator. All of that plays into this here. Is this the most exciting time of your life, being an independent writer and author now?
It is. It's something that I've dreamed about, and I'm having a real good time doing it. I did, as you mentioned, I didn't have a criminal or a background in criminology or anything, but I did go through the 9-week Citizens Academy in preparation to write the books, because technically what these books are is police procedurals. So there's a lot of research that's involved in the book to make it realistic within the confines of fiction. So I rode with the police officers, I shot clocks, I did all that.
And you make it exciting as well. Congratulations to you and your wife. You credit with inspiring you, and you dedicate the book to her, and we thank her for that. Thank you. All the best to you now. Once again, the name of the book is The Black Minute. It's available at bookstores everywhere. You can meet Christopher along with other mystery writers March 20th at Once Upon a Crime bookstore between 2 and 3 p.m. We have links on our website.